Welcome to another exciting, well, hopefully exciting, maybe boring edition of the Part-Time Preppers. Um, Bitstamp for idiots. Okay, well, we're going to talk about this. The first time I've ever really talked about cryptos in a video, but we're going to do it tonight. So here we go. Strap your seatbelt on. Um, okay, we're talking about Bitstamp. Now, there's many different companies that trade. I think Coinbase is the most popular, but there's many different companies that trade cryptocurrencies. And my son got into it with his friend, I want to say in September, late September. And, I was like, ooh, I don't know how you doing that. And it's risky and they could blow up. And anyway, well, he taught me new tricks. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. It ended up. So he went in and he $100 here, $200 there. At present, his total investment is $1,100. And some of it is stuff he sold on eBay. He got extra money for, and a little bit of overtime at where he works. And his account value right now is 6,400, so that is a pretty good markup on value. And he decided to assist me after I said, "Well, let me get an account already." And I want to say about a month ago. So a month ago he came over. It was during the holidays, and we went on to Bitstamp because that was the first place he got an account with. And he said, "We'll hook you up with that," because at the time he felt Ripple was low. So maybe it was a little more than a month ago, but Ripple was like, it's a type of crypto, 22 cents, 23 cents in that area. And he had bought quite a bit of it, several $100s of it. And he felt for some reason it was going to go up. And I remember seeing a few days after he told me all this, Julius Maltby channel. And I would assume a lot of you people are familiar with him. Look him up if you're not. A good channel. And he talked about Ripple and his thoughts of it going up. And he wasn't trying to give financial advice. And I'm not trying to give financial advice because I'm a Bitstamp idiot. Okay, there you have it. There are different levels of knowledge. Let me go over that. First, when you want to learn something and you don't know nothing about it, you're an idiot. And I'm not casting any dispersions by saying that word, or I don't mean to. But then you become an amateur. You become an amateur at something, then you become proficient, whether it's knowing how to change your oil or coin collecting or anything or wood making proficient, then you become very knowledgeable. Then you're pretty good at it. And then finally become an expert. And to keep your attention, because this is going to go longer than I thought. We'll show you some good stuff here. But anyway, so we decided to do an account about a month ago, and we went on, and you go on here, as you can see here, create an account. Let's see if we can get this a little clearer. And you just hit this. Let me hit it. And you get to this information you have to give them. And then it gets more detailed than that. Then they want a copy of you could just take a picture and send it to them of your driver's license and a utility bill. And you know what? I kind of didn't like that, but yet it kind of made me warm and fuzzy thinking, well, this company is on the up and up and they really want to make sure you're a real person. And, so I had mixed feelings about that, but we did all that. We went through all that. And then you have to, you get your code, your password, your ID. Then you have to use an authenticator through Google. That's another way to get on when you want to do stuff. So we did all that. And then, it was time let's buy some. But we went on after he got me hooked up. And that night, which was a while ago, I couldn't buy anything. And basically had to wait. And he thought it would take a day. We went on the next day. And they said it would take up to 2 weeks. Well, it actually took a little longer than 2 weeks. It took about 3 weeks. And finally got verified, I guess you'd want to call it. And I have a credit card. Had it since 2001. When I joined eBay, I got a credit card that just, it maxes out at $500. And that's the way I wanted it. That's the way I set it up. So I can't spend more than $500 or I'm in big trouble, as that kook would know. But anyway, so I've always used that for the computer, that one credit card with the limit on it. And So that's what I decided to buy the Bitstamp with, or I shouldn't say Bitstamp, the Ripple. I decided to buy some Ripple. It's over $2 uh, right now. Like I said, when my son got it, it was 22, 23 cents. Uh, so I decided to get some of that, but you know what? I wouldn't take the credit card. My credit card company, I had to call them after it wouldn't take it because it said contact your credit card company because I guess because it was an overseas transaction because they're based out of London, they didn't recognize it and they put a hold on my credit card. So we got the hold off and he gave me the okay from the credit card company. And so we decided yesterday, or I'm sorry, today actually now, and we got some Ripple, $100 worth of Ripple. At one time, I think you could only get increments of 100 or 200 or 500, but I believe now you can get various amounts, $20 now, or 30, whatever you want. Um, I'm going to have to get set up with Coinbase. There's so much to know. It is kind of exciting to learn about this, to basically to be able to cash out any crypto. So he'll be doing that in the next couple of weeks. And I thought we'd give this a little bit of a run, see what happens, like dabble in it a little bit. And our first love is what you're looking at now. Our first and last love. That's what it will be. That's my favorite, the dragon so far. There you go. Oh yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna play with it for a year. Like I said, my son, he's got about at least over 500% profit on his so far. Now, there you go. There, he got 500% profit or a little more on his investment, and we're gonna see. We're gonna play for a year. Now, I will not constantly do any type of cryptocurrency videos, but I will. I'm trying to set this down. I'm just gonna have to set it right here. So that's gonna get in the screen a little bit. Um, so we're just gonna wait a year, and we're gonna see how we do. So again, this is no financial advice here. Oh, I love this coin right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to see how much we make or we're going to lose in the next year on this adventure. And we'll put a little bit here in, a little bit there in, and the hand model's interested too. And then after a year, we may cash out. We'll do that video as long as I'm still walking around. We'll get that video in next January, and we'll see how things work out in this little adventure. And I was a little skeptical, but what the heck? Like I said, instead of going to the casino, which we used to go to 4 or 5 times a year, this will be our casino treat. And we'll see what happens. At least that's our rationale about it. So this is our little introduction to the Bitstamps. The Bitstamp Connect. There you go. So basically, if we do make any money off this adventure, most likely we will be putting it into this stuff right here, as you see. That's what we'll be putting it into. So there you have it. Take care. Keep stacking. Be good. And it's okay to learn a new trick here and there. Bye-bye from the part-time preppers. Oops. We're back. I forgot to mention one other thing. Feel free to leave comments on this video. However you feel. Are we idiots for getting involved with this? Or if you have any knowledge you want to share in the comments or suggestions. Usually I don't ask for a lot, but feel free in this video. Good, bad, thumbs down, thumbs up. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So anything you want to share for the community, or if you're into this, feel free. Okay, I think I got my point across. Until the next time, be good from the part-time preppers.